What's going on, guys? Welcome to our Random Video on channel. In today's video I'm talking about the iPhone 8, iPhone 8 Plus, and even the Galaxy Note 8. Now the reason why I want to talk about this is because a lot of fans out there, especially Apple fans, or if you're a fan of the iPhone, you're going to be watching to see what Apple manufactures this year, because the iPhone 8 and iPhone 8 Plus are going to be really popular phones. They could be even the most popular. But I also say this about Apple fans. This is your opportunity to let Apple know that they have to change the design of the phone. Now, if Apple decides that they're just going to continue with the same kind of ideas they've had before, where they don't make that many changes to the phone because they don't want to steer their fans to other manufacturers such as Samsung, this would also be the time to purchase the Galaxy Note 8. And you say, you know what? If you continue to manufacture phones this way, Apple, we're going to go select a phone from another company. Now, I'm saying the Galaxy Note 8 is the phone of the year, and that's going to have great hardware. But if you look at Apple, they don't like to make a lot of changes to the iPhone because they don't want their fans going to another manufacturer. But the problem with that is that fans of Apple, iPhone fans, you're not getting the best hardware out there all the time. And with Apple, they realize this because if they see a lot of people are continuously buying the iPhone, they're not going to make a lot of changes if they don't have to. So I think out of all the ideas for the iPhone 8, iPhone 8 Plus, or even the Galaxy Note 8, the fans of Apple, fans of the iPhone, if you guys want to really get Apple's attention, this would be the time to switch to Samsung. See, if a lot of fans of the iPhone switch to Samsung and bought that Galaxy Note 8, you know Apple's going to realize, like, what's going on here, and they're going to have to make changes to the iPhone. Now, if the fans of Apple and the iPhone don't do that, then you can just continuously get these incremental updates and just various changes to the hardware, but not really a lot of changes that are significant enough where you see a real difference with the iPhone. Now, I'm not saying that's going to happen this time with the iPhone. I actually think if Apple is smart enough, which Apple is a very smart company, but if they're smart enough in this situation, they should realize with everything that Samsung is doing with the Galaxy S8, the S8 Plus, and everyone's talking about the Galaxy Note 8. Again, that phone is going to be a home run. That is going to be the best phone out of all the phones on the market. That's what I'm saying. So, what I would tell Apple is that if you guys want to have all those fans of yours to continuously buy that iPhone, you gotta update the design of the iPhone. It's almost like the iPhone has some old clothes, and you guys have to update your wardrobe because that phone is looking outdated. It just looks old. And as far as iOS, you guys could really improve that. But just really starting with the way the phone looks, I think with the iPhone, this time, Apple has to acknowledge this industry is evolving. And with Apple and the first iPhone, everyone was impressed with that. But ever since then, I would not say that many people were impressed with Apple and the iPhone like they were with the first iPhone. Now, people continuously buy that, but again, that has to do with brand loyalty. So if you are a fan of the iPhone, and I realize some of you out there that talk about the iPhone and you really are a fan of Apple, what's going on here, though, is that Apple does not want to make a lot of changes to their phone. And with that being said, you have to have some kind of acknowledgement for Samsung because those phones look incredible. The screen technology, the way that Samsung implements their features to the phone, although I'm not a fan of TouchWiz, but you can always root that phone. Same thing with the Galaxy Note 8. That phone is going to be amazing. And I'm saying that without even Samsung manufacturing that phone yet, because when you have a company like that, they have new ideas, and it's not the same kind of stuff regurgitated. So in this situation, with Apple and Samsung, I think Apple at this point in time, they should be familiar with what Samsung is doing, and I think also the fact that they had to delay the manufacturing of their phone, it could easily be because they're trying to get additional hardware for that phone. Now, what could that mean? It could mean a variety of things. People are even talking about whether that phone would have free AirPods. If that was the situation, like I was saying in a previous video, Samsung should have a free wireless charger. If Samsung wants to manufacture some wireless earbuds, you guys can do that too. So out of all of this, I think what fans of Apple and Samsung should realize, the Galaxy Note 8 is going to be the phone of the year. I've been saying that, but that's what I really think about the Galaxy Note 8. Now, as far as the iPhone 8 and iPhone 8 Plus, this is an opportunity for iPhone fans to really let Apple know that you guys are really listening to what the industry is talking about, and also the fact that you want the best technology with your phone. No excuses. If you can have NFC on your phone, why not? And if you can have the best screens on your phone, why shouldn't you have that? See, the iPhones continuously are more expensive than ever, but when you look at these phones, do you really think that Apple always uses the best technology for their phones? And I don't think so, because again, they don't always have to manufacture the best phone with the best hardware to get people to even buy that iPhone. Now, I know some people out there might say it's about the experience, But wouldn't you guys want to have the best experience with the best hardware out there? I'm just saying that. That's what I think about the iPhone. I think there's potential there. I think Apple should really be listening to what's going on in the industry again, besides the fans of Apple, because Apple has to listen themselves. If people really want the best hardware out there, which I think most people do, then Apple really has to listen and say, you know what? The screen is looking outdated, the physical button on the front's outdated, you don't have NFC on the phone yet, you really should have that, and these new features and new hardware for the phone is going to get a lot more people to purchase that phone. You could possibly even convince a lot more Android fans to purchase the iPhone if you have that additional hardware, because a lot of people out there, they're looking at these Galaxy phones and they're saying they're amazing, and I agree, they're awesome. There hasn't been that much hype around their phones besides from Apple fans, so I think this is the opportunity Apple has. We have to see what Apple does. Apple has a way about them where, yes, they sell a lot of phones, they could be even the most popular phones, but it doesn't necessarily mean they're the most impressive, at least not to me. And what I'm saying is that from what I see of Samsung, they have been the most impressive company this year, especially with the Galaxy phones, and of course all this talk about the Galaxy Note 8, I think Samsung is leading the way with manufacturing smartphones. But I would like to know what you guys think about all of this. Post your comments down below, let me know what you think about the iPhone 8, iPhone 8 Plus, and of course if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. I'll see you guys next video. Peace out.